Long, long ago in ancient India, there lived a sage named Vishwamitra who was born as a king. He was a highly God-fearing and determined person. Even the Lord Indra began to get worried that King Vishwamitra might become a threat to him. As years passed in meditation, he started obtaining miraculous powers. Lord Indra decided to make Vishwamitra give up his meditation. He did not want to face Vishwamitra directly as he knew that he would be cursed.
Nava, you should go to her. Use your skills in music and dance. You must capture Vishwamitra's attention. You must not meditate any further.
Vishwamitra is a lucky person. It will simple
Minaka, do not give me any excuses. Just follow my commands.
Menaka did not argue any further. She reached the forest where Saint Vishwamitra was performing his meditation and began dancing in front of him. First, Vishwamitra was not disturbed as the day passed on. One day, the saint was greatly disturbed by the sound of music and dance. He opened his eyes and he was carried away by Menaka's beauty. Vishwamitra was terribly angry that she had caught his attention. At the same time, he could not stop himself from admiring her.
Who are you, beautiful damsel?
I'm a poor forest bird, my lord.
But you look like a princess. You also dance very well.
Thank you, my lord.
Vishwamitra became completely mesmerized by Menaka. He forgot about his meditation and started dancing with her. After a few days of dancing and singing with the celestial maiden, Vishwamitra realized that all his meditation was gone and wasted. He regained his senses.
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
My lord, please do not curse me. I am a mother now. Please allow me to stay here and give birth to my child.
I don't want you to stay any longer. Leave this place at once, or I will curse you.
Kung wala ka nang maintindihan, kung wala ka nang makapitan, kapit ka sa'kin.
Menaka was very upset. She reached Lord Indra's palace. But since she was pregnant, she was not allowed inside the royal court. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl and named her Shakuntala.
Sage of the ashram, I know that you can protect and care my daughter.
What is the name of baby?
Is Shakuntala.
Oh, what a beautiful baby.
She left her child with another sage. And then Menaka went back to Lord Indra's palace.
One day, Dushyanta, the king of the land, came to the forest on a hunt. Following a wild boar, he ran into the ashram where Shakuntala lived, and his eyes fell on a handsome male deer. He took an arrow and immediately shot the deer.
The deer fell down in agony.
What have you done to my lovely deer? If something happened to my deer, you're solely responsible. How could you kill this poor creature?
Beautiful princess, please forgive me. Let me stay in your ashram for a few days and your dear.
I am not a princess. I live in this ashram and take good care of all the creatures here. I am Shakuntala. Who are you, hunter?
Hunter. My name is Dushanta. I am the king of this kingdom. I went on a hunting expedition. I will kill you there before I leave this place.
From then, Dushyanta started staying in the ashram. He took care of the deer and soon grew close to Shakuntala in the serene environment of the ashram. Dushyanta's affection for Shakuntala grew into love, and he decided to marry her. He asked the sage of the ashram for permission. And finally, King Dushyanta married Shakuntala with the blessings of the nearby elders.
Why do you look sad, my lord?
Shakuntala, I have received news from my kingdom. The things are not alright there. I have to go back immediately.
I am going to be a mother. I will also come along with you.
Shakuntala, I cannot take you like this into the kingdom. I have to make all the arrangement there. Then come and take you into the kingdom so that you can be received at a peaceful manner.
My lord, I am really scared to be alone at a time like this. I don't know when you will come back.
Shakuntala, I don't want to leave you now, but it is my duty as a king. I will give you my ring. Keep it as a token of my affection.
Dushyanta presented Shakuntala with a ring and left the ashram.
With a ring and left the ashram. Days turned into months and still Dushyanta did not return. Shakuntala was deeply worried. She could not do anything of her duties properly. She was thinking about Dusyantas all the time, and she forgot all her responsibilities. One day, Sage Agastya came to the ashram. Shakuntala was in her own world and she did not see the sage. The sage stood there some time, but even the Shakuntala did not notice him as she was completely absorbed in her thoughts of Dushyanta. The sage grew up terribly angry.
Shakuntala, I have been waiting here for quite some time, but you didn't even welcome properly. If this is how you treat your elders, then the person you have been dreaming about will certainly forget you.
Came back to her senses. When she heard this curse, she could not bear the hardness of this curse, as she began waiting.
My lord, Shakuntala is deeply disturbed. Her husband is not with her and she is expecting a child. Please pardon her and please give a remedy for this cause.
Alright, if Shakuntala show her husband in any article that she has given her, he will remember everything.
Thank you, my lord.
Shakuntala having waited for so long for Dushyanta, she decided to meet him in his palace and took her belongings and left the ashram. On the way, she had to travel by boat to reach the kingdom. She was carried away with the beauty of the clear and colorful water. She began playing with the water, dipping her hands in it. The ring that King Dushyanta had given her slipped and fell as Shakuntala had been brought up the ashram.
Shakuntala reached Dushyanta's palace. She was expecting a warm reception from Dushyanta. On seeing Dushyanta, tears began rolling down her cheeks. She forgot all the sufferings she has undergone in his absence.
I really don't know who you are. I think you have come to the wrong place. You must be mistaken. Yet you are carrying a child, so you must be reserved for a while.
Hearing this, Shakuntala fainted in the royal assembly hall. The guard assisted her and brought her back to senses.
What are you saying? You are my husband and I am your wife. You married me in the forest and stayed with me. You promised me that you would come and take me to the kingdom.
Sorry, young lady, but I really don't know you. I am a king. Don't try to embarrass me. I will give you some money. Please go away from here. You have come to the wrong place.
Where will I go now? I don't want your money. I just don't know what to do now.
Suddenly, Shakuntala remembered the ring that Dushyanta had given her, but she was shocked to find it missing.
My lord, you gave me a ring, but it has fallen somewhere.
She left the palace and did not go back to the ashram. She decided to live alone nearby forest. After a month's time, she gave birth to a handsome baby boy. She named him Bharatha. Bharatha was a brave child. Days becomes months and years passed on. Bharatha became 4 years old. Shakuntala became a responsible mother. She underwent all the hardships in the forest. She built a good home for her child and collected wood every day to cook their meals. She taught him all the Vedic huntings and divine mantras. Every day she would go to the forest and collect fruits for her son. All throughout the day, even though she was absorbed in her thoughts of her husband, she did not fail in her duties.
Bharata, where are you going?
Mother, I'm going to the forest.
Bharata, you're still small. Play inside the house. Do not go deep into the forest alone. It is filled with wild animals.
I am not scared of wild animals, mother. I played with a cow and carabao. They are my friend, and they don't harm me.
My child, I don't have anyone other than you. If something happens to you, I don't know what will I do. Please be careful.
Don't cry, mother. I always see you crying. Why are you happy?
My son, I am happy as long as you're here with me.
Then, why are we here? We should also go and stay in the city with him.
Your father will come one day to take us to his kingdom. Till then, we will stay here.
One day, a fisherman caught a fish.
Oh, it's too big. I need help. Wait, wait.
And began cutting it. Suddenly, he saw a ring on the stomach of the fish.
Ring inside the fish. It is a ring from the kingdom of King Dushyanta.
As it had the king's emblem on it, he handed it over to King Dushyanta. As soon King Dushyanta saw the ring, everything he had forgotten as a result of the sage curse came rushing back. He rushed into the forest.
Shakuntala! Shakuntala! Where are you? I have come back. Please pardon me.
in search of you when she was carrying Michelle, but you didn't recognize her. It's all because of the curse of Sage Cassia. How after seeing the ring, you have got back your memory.
Where were I search for Shakuntala now? What happened to my child? My God, please pardon me.
Sorry, my lord, but we don't know how we can help you. We don't know where Shakuntala is.
Dushyanta was terribly upset. He returned back to his kingdom with a heavy heart. Months passed on. Dushyanta lost interest in his kingdom. He could not concentrate on the affairs of his kingdom.
My lord, why don't you go for hunting for some time? Time away from the kingdom may distract your mind.
I don't want to go anywhere, nor I don't want to stay here.
Great king, you are the great warrior. Thousands of people in this country depends on you. If you will not concentrate the affairs of the ministry, our enemy will capture the kingdom very easily. Have mercy on us, Maraha, and please cheer up. You will definitely find your wife and child one day.
Upon the advice of his ministries, King Dushyanta went on a hunting expedition to a forest. He was carried away by the beauty of the forest and became completely occupied with thoughts of how he first met Shakuntala and the memorable moment of his marriage.
His marriage.
Suddenly, he saw a small boy playing with a carabao. Dushyanta was shocked.
Young and brave warrior, what are you doing? Can you see that I'm playing my friend, Carabao? Carabaos are dangerous. Move away from here. I'm not scared. It will not harm me.
Dushyanta was completely taken back with the boldness of the young boy.
Like a forest boy. You're like a prince. Are you staying in the forest? My name is Barata, and I'm staying in this forest. All animals are my friend. Where are your parents? I'm staying with my mother, whom I love very much. She is very hardworking and take care of me very well. She is always sad. Who is your father? My father is King Dushyanta.
Dushyanta's joy knew no bounds. He hugged and kissed Bharatha.
Barata, I am your father, King Dushyanta, my child.
Bharatha was in a high spirit after meeting his father. He rushed to his mother and began screaming from outside the house.
Mother, look has come. My father has come. Mother, come fast. Mother, father has come.
Shakuntala could not believe her eyes. She became speechless and tears started rolling down her cheeks. He ran and fell at Dusyanta's feet. Dushyanta took her in his arms and consoled her.
Will you forgive this sinner?
My lord, it is my curse and my failure to do my duties. That was the reason for all these sufferings. I know that one day he would come to take us.
I will put an end of your suffering in this moment. Come, and let us leave this place.
Shakuntala, along with Bharatha, left for the kingdom with King Dushyanta. The entire country rejoiced seeing the happy king and his lovely family. The family came together in a joyous reunion, and the brave Bharatha grew up to be a powerful and benevolent king, whose name and fame spread far and wide. He was the bravest of all kings. India was called as Bharat or Bharatha Varsha after him.
And I know the scene is crowded, but the more the merrier in this piece. 'Cause down here we get rowdy, but sometimes life puts you up for one night. Prove it out, you see. I just now realize people will judge, and you just can't please everyone. So the world, for my hustlers, throw your money. I know you got it on you, and I get the world, get down with me. When the sun comes down, you know you got to get down. When the sun comes down, small boy, you got to get down. Ladies know you got to get down. Fellas know you got to get down. Bring it on home.
After meeting his father, he rushed to his mother and began screaming from outside the house.
Yourself enough. And if you can break
Since she was pregnant, she was not allowed inside the royal court. But since she was pregnant, she was not allowed inside the royal court. Shakuntala reached Shanta's palace. She was expecting a woman.
But I really don't know you. I am a king. Don't try to embarrass me. I will give you some money.
Money, money!